Hi, I'm Leanne Raber. I'm the Library Systems and Technology Coordinator for Northeast ISD, and my role focuses on supporting campuses with digital resources, instructional technology, and compliance around how we use and share content. These lessons were created specifically for us in Northeast, and it's based on real questions that come up across campuses and situations that we see every day. In Northeast, we use a wide range of digital tools, online resources, videos, images, and even AI platforms. That means copyright and fair use show up constantly in our everyday practice, whether we think about it or not. This training is meant to help you make confident, compliant decisions that will protect you, your students, and our district. In this training, the focus is not on memorizing laws or policies. The focus is on decision making. These learning intentions are about helping you feel confident in the choices you make every day when you copy, share, download, stream, or create instructional materials. Here's what that looks like in practice and what you should be able to do by the end of this lesson. I can tell the difference between content I can safely use and content I should avoid. I can explain why sharing is something digitally is different from showing it in class. I can recognize common licensing information and know what it allows me to do. And I can make informed decisions about using movies and AI in my classroom. Most teachers pull content from sites that they are familiar with or wherever it's easiest. Let's be honest, no one has time to really go digging. The problem is that ease and legality are not the same thing. Just because something's easy to find does not mean it's okay to reuse in a classroom setting. District provided resources and Creative Commons content are safer because the licensing is clear. If Creative Commons is a new term for you, don't worry. We're going to look at exactly what it means and where you will see it. Pinterest, social media, and random websites are higher risk because ownership and permissions are usually unclear or even missing entirely. When Northeast licenses a digital resource, it means that our district has already paid for the right for teachers and students to use that content for learning. That built-in licensing is what makes these tools safer by default. You do not have to track down the creator or guess what is allowed. The permission is already part of the platform. Higher risk sources usually have one thing in common. There is no clear information about who owns the content or how it can be reused. Pinterest, blogs, and social media sites often collect content from many creators without showing the original source or permissions. That makes it very easy to use something incorrectly without even realizing it. Higher risk does not mean you can never use these sources. It means you cannot assume. These platforms require an extra step. You need to pause and check where the content came from and what permission exists before using it with students. Creative Commons is a licensing system that allows creators to share their work with others under specific conditions. It's different from random content on the internet because the creator has already given permission for reuse. You are not guessing what is allowed. The license tells you. You will often see Creative Commons licensing in Google image results, YouTube video descriptions, slide templates, and educational websites. It usually appears as a small label or a link near the content. Here are 4 frequently used Creative Commons licenses. The CC BY license lets you use, share, and change the material in any format as long as you give credit to the original creator. The CC BY SA license lets you share, use, and change material in any way as long as you give credit to the original creator. You can also use it for commercial purposes. If you change the material, you must share your new version under the same licensing. The CC by NC license lets you use, share, and change material in any format as long as you give credit to the original creator and do not use it for commercial purposes. The CC by ND license lets you use and share the material in any format as long as you give credit to the original creator and you do not change the content in any way. Now you're going to apply this idea to real tools you are most likely already using. The activity is about building the habit of recognizing where you can start with confidence and where you should slow down and verify. In Google Classroom, you will now open interactive activity number 1, titled Source Sorting, where you will see a list of content sources. For each one, decide whether it is safer by default or a higher risk. When you submit, you will get immediate feedback explaining why. When you have completed the activity, move on to Module 2 in Google Classroom. Now that you have a clearer picture of where content comes from, the next module will focus on what happens when content is shared digitally. This is where most real copyright issues in schools actually occur.